Begin by opening Adobe Illustrator by clicking on this icon. Once open, go to File and select New Document. Set the image at a width of 2 inches and a height of 2.5 inches. Then click OK. You'll be presented with an artboard in which to work. Now go to the File menu and select Place. This will give you a Place menu to select our motif. Do so and click Place. Then you'll see a small image of the motif hanging onto the cursor. Click to place the image. This places the image. Once the image is placed, we have to reduce the scale by using the Select tool, holding down the Shift key and dragging the image to a smaller scale by pulling the corner. If it is very large, hold the Command key and hit the minus key to scale down the total view. Then use the dragging method to scale down the motif. This will go faster, while using the Shift key to constrain the proportions. Place the motif into the artboard. Now enlarge the overall view by holding the Command key and hitting the plus key. While it is selected, you will notice the motif has blue crosshairs running across it, showing that it is active. While this is showing, go to the top of the Workspace menu bar and click on the Image Trace button. You will notice an immediate change in the motif's appearance. If you don't see this change, click on Preview in the Trace dialog box. You can use the threshold slider to capture more information from the original or less. Moving it right uses more, left uses less. We'll open the Advanced Trace tools and you will have more sliders to manipulate the trace, paths, corners, and noise. The noise slider will eliminate excess elements. The other two will simplify or advance the complexity of the scan's character of shape. Once you have it where you want it, click Expand on the top menu bar. This will activate the change permanently. Now save the newly vectored image by going to the File menu, clicking Save as AI file, as well as saving it as a PDF file. We will use the PDF file to further design in Photoshop. Now let's open Photoshop by clicking on this icon. Change the workspace to Essentials if it's not there already. Go to File, open the Motif PDF file. Then click on the Image menu, selecting Canvas Size. In the dialog window, assign the image's height to 2.5 and width at 10 inches. Let's begin by creating a new layer. Go to the bottom right of the Layer menu and click on the icon that looks like a tabbed piece of paper. It is beside the trash can. Now move this new second layer from above the first layer to below it. Select white in your palette and then the Paint Bucket tool, or press the G key for the paint bucket. Click on the background to add the white, removing the checkerboard pattern, which signifies no information. Then click on the original layer 1 to reactivate this layer. Click on the Move tool, or use the key V to move the motif within the picture plane. Press the Alt Option button and hold it down while you move the motif, and you will be able to create copies on new layers. Do this to create enough motifs to fill the length of the space. Go to View and make sure the snap guides and rulers are turned on. Go to the ruler bar and grab a blue guide, moving it down and placing it within the picture plane. Then move the motifs along the guide, selecting each layer individually to do so. We are creating here a regular sequential rhythm with an open picture plane. Once you're ready, save the file first as a PSD or a Photoshop file, then as a JPEG. Be sure the JPEG saves at a high quality and progressively to ensure fidelity. Now let's create irregular repetitions or non-sequential rhythms by manipulating the PSD file. To start, you can turn off or on motifs through layers to create gaps in the sequence. You may also transform the motif by choosing from the Edit menu the Transform tool. You will see a box forming around the motif. You may drag from the corner of the box to change the scale of the unit, as well as proportion. Again, if you hit the Shift key and drag, you'll stay in constant proportions, changing the scale. If you do not, proportions can change dramatically. You can even move the left side to the right and right to the left in this mode. Under the Edit menu, there are other specific transform types that you may choose. Rotation is one of those. As well as distortion. Free transform, however, allows you to have multiple modifications of the unit. You can add materials by using the Marquee tool, referencing parts of the motif. Select the area to copy, being sure the proper layer is also selected. Under the Edit menu, select Copy or hit Command-C. This copies this info. Use Edit and Paste or Command-V to reveal the copied element. You can then move it into place and link your element to the motif by selecting from the Layer menu, Merge Layers. You may also return to the Move tool by pressing the V button. Multiple layers can be modified at once by clicking on one layer, pressing the Shift or the Command key, and clicking on other layers, turning multiple layers on at the same time. Once this is done, you may modify groups of layers uniformly. From here, our goal is to modify the design for irregular rhythm. This is defined by changes from one motif to the next, having some predictability, but an unpredictable use of variety. Such strategies would be subtracting of elements by using the Erase tool, or the addition as we've already seen. Change of scale without change of proportion, change of proportion and scale, change of orientation, skewing and distorting, and using cadence changes, that is grouping and spreading apart elements to create a very strong sense of movement and kinetic activity. Changing character shape is always a good way of causing emphasis as well. Now knowing the changes you can do to create a irregular rhythm set, you will be equipped to create random rhythms, that is, images that have movement through repetition, although the variety seen is totally unpredictable.